Have you ever looked at a small coin in your hand and felt absolutely nothing? No excitement, no curiosity, just loose change. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to say may completely change how you look at money forever. Right now, across Australia and around the world, ordinary people are unknowingly carrying silent treasures, coins that look harmless, simple, forgotten, yet collectors are hunting them like hidden gold in today's auction markets. Some of these coins have already rewritten lives. Others are still waiting for the right eyes to recognize them. And the most shocking part? Many of these coins are still out there, hiding in collections, drawers, and old tins, gaining strength, gaining value, growing more powerful every single day. Today on Big Bucks Coins, we expose the top 15 super rare coins in the world. Coins that carry history, mystery, and shocking wealth inside metal. This is not fiction. This is not rumor. This is the real auction market speaking. Watch closely, because missing even one detail could mean letting a silent fortune slip through your fingers. And trust me, the first coin alone will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about small change. Coin 1. When this coin was born, no one imagined it would one day command silence in auction rooms. The 1968 Australian 10-cent coin entered circulation quietly, modestly, without drama. It felt like a helper coin, something practical, something common. But decades later, one specific version of this coin changed the entire narrative. The yellowish-toned 1968 Australia 10-cent coin in extra-fine condition is no longer just currency. It is a statement, a signal, a hidden powerhouse that whispers value to those who understand what they are holding. This coin's composition is where the story truly begins. Struck in cupronickel during a period of intense minting pressure, a small number of these 1968 coins emerged with an unusual yellowish appearance. This was never intentional. It was never advertised. It happened quietly, a subtle deviation in metal mixture and surface reaction that time later transformed into a collector's obsession. That soft golden warmth on the surface is not damage. It is not weakness. It is identity. It separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Rarity is not just about numbers. It's about survival. Millions were made, but very few survived for decades of use while keeping their sharp details, clean edges, and balanced tone. Extra fine condition is the breaking point. This is where collectors stop negotiating and start chasing. The moment this coin holds crisp lettering, strong Queen Elizabeth II details, minimal wear, and that unmistakable yellowish glow, it steps into a completely different league. Demand doesn't ask politely here, it competes aggressively. The history behind this coin amplifies its power. 1968 was a defining year in Australia's modern decimal coinage era. These coins were everywhere, handled daily, spent without hesitation. That's what makes survivors so powerful today. Each extra-fine example is proof of discipline, care, and time itself stepping aside. This coin didn't just survive circulation, it escaped destruction, and collectors know how rare that truly is. What truly electrifies the market is how this coin looks ordinary to the untrained eye. That is its greatest weapon. Its unique yellowish appearance creates confusion for casual holders and excitement for experts. Under proper light, it glows differently. It commands attention without shouting. It doesn't beg to be noticed. It waits for the right hands. And now comes the moment most people are not prepared for. In today's current and absolutely updated auction market, This exact 1,968 Australian 10-cent yellowish coin in extra fine condition is commanding a value of $11.07. Yes, a single small coin carrying the strength of a serious treasure. This is not yesterday's news. This is not speculation. This value is alive, active, and moving upward. The market does not sleep on coins like this. It tightens around them. Holding this coin is not holding spare change. It is holding concentrated value. It is holding a silent asset that strengthens with patience. Every year fewer remain in this condition. Every year demand sharpens. Time is not your enemy here, it is your greatest ally. For collectors, the message is clear. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never underestimate that yellowish tone. Preservation is power. Storage is protection. Knowledge is advantage. Coins like this don't announce themselves. They reveal themselves only to those who look closely enough. In conclusion, this 1,968 Australian 10-cent coin is proof that greatness often hides in plain sight. It doesn't scream wealth. It embodies it quietly. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding history alone. You are holding momentum. And if you are watching this now, understand this clearly. The market is still moving, values are still climbing, and time is still building strength around this coin. And remember, Big Bucks Coins delivers fresh updates every single day, uncovering hidden wealth, real treasures, and powerful truths buried inside ordinary coins. Stay with us, because this is only the beginning. Next up, Coin 2. At first glance, this coin feels like nothing. It looks tired. It looks used. It looks like the kind of coin most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up if it fell on the pavement. And that is exactly why this coin is so dangerous, because the greatest treasures never announce themselves. The 2005 Australian 10-cent coin with Bowen spots in dirty condition is a master of disguise, and right now it is one of the quietest wealth builders in the modern coin market. This coin was never meant to be special. When it left the Royal Australian Mint, it was just another worker coin, created to circulate, to be spent, to be forgotten. But something happened along the way. A very small number of these coins developed what collectors now recognize as Bowen spots, distinct surface markings caused by rare metal reaction patterns that are extremely specific to time, environment, and alloy behavior. These are not stains. These are not damage. These marks are fingerprints of rarity, and they cannot be recreated. The composition of this coin is where the story becomes serious. Made from cupronickel, the 2005 10-cent coin was produced during a period of high-volume minting. Under those conditions, tiny variations in metal mix, temperature, and striking pressure created anomalies. Most were destroyed by circulation, but a few survived. The Bowen spots appear like shadows frozen into the coin's surface, telling a story of chemistry and chance that no machine can repeat today. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where most people get it completely wrong. Dirty condition does not weaken this coin, it strengthens it. Collectors are not chasing perfection here, they are chasing authenticity. The dirt, the age, the surface tone all confirm that these Bowen spots are natural, untouched, and original. Cleaning this coin would destroy its identity. In its raw state, it speaks the truth, and the market listens very carefully. Rarity in this coin is brutal and unforgiving. Thousands were made, but only a tiny fraction show genuine Bowen spotting. And out of those, even fewer remain unaltered. Every year more are ruined by cleaning, polishing, or ignorance. That means the surviving examples grow stronger, not weaker, with time. Collector demand doesn't come from hype, it comes from understanding, and this coin is understood by very few. The background of the 2005 issue adds another layer of intensity. This was an era when no one imagined modern decimal coins could one day rival historic pieces. That belief is now shattered. Coins like this prove that rarity is not locked in the past. It is still forming, still emerging, still waiting to be recognized. The Barwon Spotted 2005 10-cent is living proof that history is still being written. What makes this coin emotionally powerful is how easily it slips through hands unnoticed. It has been spent. It has been ignored. It has been dismissed. Yet today, in private sales and auction whispers, it commands attention. Not loud attention, focused attention. The kind of attention that serious collectors give when they know an opportunity won't come twice. And now, listen carefully. In the absolutely current, up-to-date market, the Australia 10-cent 2005 Barwon Spots coin in dirty condition is achieving a value of $17 at hundredth. This is not fantasy. This is not exaggeration for effect. This is the real auction-driven valuation happening right now. And the momentum behind it is accelerating. The market is tightening. Supply is shrinking. Demand is sharpening its teeth. Holding this coin is like holding compressed potential. It is not loud wealth, it is quiet power. A coin like this doesn't need polish to shine. It needs patience. Time is building value here every single day. The longer this coin survives untouched, the more serious it becomes. For collectors, the guidance is simple but critical. Never clean it. Never try to improve it. Store it properly, protect it from moisture, and let its natural story remain intact. Coins like this are not meant to be made pretty. They are meant to be preserved as truth. The market rewards honesty more than shine. In conclusion, the 2005 Australian 10-cent Barwon Spots coin is a reminder that wealth does not always look beautiful. Sometimes it looks forgotten. Sometimes it looks dirty. But inside that surface is a force growing stronger with every passing year. If this coin is in your possession, understand this clearly. You are not holding small change. You are holding a serious treasure hiding in silence. And remember, Big Bucks Coins brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, uncovering hidden value, real market truths, and powerful coins that most people overlook. Stay with us, because the next coin goes even deeper. Next up, coin 3. This is not just a coin. This is a survivor. The 1968 Australian 10-cent coin already holds a legendary place in Australia's monetary story, the very first year of decimal currency. But what happens when history meets rarity, and rarity meets imperfection? You get a coin so misunderstood, so underestimated, that most people would spend it without a second thought, while a small, informed group knows they are looking at raw, unrepeatable treasure. The green-spotted, dirty condition 1968 10-cent coin does not shine. It does not beg for attention. Instead, it whispers. And those whispers are loud to collectors who understand metal behavior, age chemistry, and historical scarcity. The green spots are not random damage. They are not corrosion mistakes. They are time signatures, formed only after decades of interaction between the original alloy and its environment. Let's talk composition, because this is where the power begins. The 1968 10-cent coin was struck in cupronickel during a time when minting technology, quality control, and alloy stability was still evolving. These early decimal coins behave very differently from modern issues. The green spotting occurs due to trace metal reactions that only reveal themselves after long-term circulation. You cannot fake this. You cannot force it. And once destroyed, It can never be recreated. Now pay attention, because condition is the trap. Most people believe a dirty coin is weak. In this case, the opposite is true. The dirt, the wear, the untouched surface all confirm authenticity. They prove the green spots are natural, aged, and undisturbed. Cleaning this coin would erase decades of chemical storytelling and instantly destroy collector demand. Serious collectors want proof of life, proof of age, proof that the coin has walked through history, and this coin carries all three. Rarity here is extreme. Millions were minted in 1968, but very few developed genuine green spotting. Fewer survive circulation without being cleaned. Even fewer exist today in untouched dirty condition. Every year numbers drop. Every year value pressure increases. This is scarcity that tightens over time, the most dangerous kind for late buyers. The historical weight of this coin amplifies everything. Being part of Australia's first decimal issue gives it permanent relevance. It is not just metal, it is national transition, a symbol of change, and a foundation piece for Australian numismatics. Add rare surface chemistry to that legacy, and the result is explosive collector interest. What makes this coin emotionally powerful is its invisibility. It hides in jars. It hides in drawers. It hides in pockets. People have unknowingly passed this coin along thousands of times, never realizing they were touching something extraordinary. That is what makes it haunting. The idea that wealth has already passed through your hands, unnoticed. Collectors know this coin is no longer optional. Auctions tell the story clearly. Demand is no longer casual. It is deliberate. It is competitive. It is urgent. And those who already hold one are quietly sitting on something that grows heavier with every year. Now listen carefully, because this is the moment everything locks into place. In the absolutely current, real auction-driven market, the Australia 10-cent 1968 green spots coin in dirty condition is achieving a value of $74,100. This is not a prediction. This is not storytelling drama. This is today's reality. This level of value is not noise, it is confirmation. Confirmation that collectors are no longer asking if this coin is important, but how much longer it will remain reachable. The curve is moving upward. The window is narrowing. Time is doing the work. Holding this coin is like holding pressure. Quiet, growing, unstoppable. It is not fast money, it is inevitable money. The longer it survives untouched, the stronger it becomes. The market respects patience, and this coin rewards it ruthlessly. For collectors, the message is crystal clear. Do nothing to it. Protect it. Respect it. Let the surface speak. Coins like this do not need improvement. They need preservation. The market pays for truth, not shine. In conclusion, the 1968 Australian 10-cent green spots coin in dirty condition is not small change. It is not accidental value. It is historic wealth hiding in plain sight. If this coin is in your possession, understand this deeply. You are carrying a piece of Australia's monetary soul and a treasure that grows stronger with time. And remember, Big Bucks Coins delivers freshly updated discoveries every single day, revealing hidden market power, real auction truth, and coins most people will never recognize until it's far too late. Next up, coin 4. This coin does not sparkle. It does not shout. It sits quietly, darkened by time, carrying a surface most people mistake for neglect. And yet, the 1983 Australian 10-cent coin, with deep black toning in dirty condition, is one of the most misunderstood forces in the modern collector market. This is not decay, this is dominance disguised. The first time you see it, you might think it's been abused by circulation. But that blackened surface is not damage. It is natural toning, formed slowly through decades of exposure, oxidation behavior, and untouched aging. This kind of toning cannot be rushed. It cannot be faked convincingly. It can only happen when a coin survives long enough and untouched enough to tell its full story. The composition of the 1983 10-cent coin is part of the mystery. Struck in cupronickel during an era of changing mint conditions, slight inconsistencies in metal blend and surface exposure allowed certain coins to develop unusually deep, uniform black toning. Not blotchy, not chaotic, but smooth, settled, and unmistakably natural. Collectors recognize this instantly. Casual spenders never do. Now here's the part that separates ordinary thinking from collector thinking. Dirty condition is the proof. This coin's untouched surface confirms that the black toning is authentic. No chemicals, no cleaning, no artificial enhancement. That grime is not ugliness, it is evidence. Evidence that the coin has not been interfered with, and in today's market, authenticity is everything. The moment someone tries to clean this coin, its identity collapses. Left alone, it becomes stronger with time. Rarity here isn't about low mintage numbers. It's about survival. Millions were issued. Almost none survived decades without being cleaned, polished, or stripped of their natural surface. Black-toned examples in dirty, original condition are now exceptionally scarce, and collectors are becoming more aggressive every year in securing them. The historical background adds serious weight. By 1983, Australia's decimal currency had matured, but coins from this period are now entering a critical age window where natural surface phenomena are becoming highly desirable. This coin represents that transition from common circulation to collectible status, and once that shift happens, it never reverses. What makes this coin emotionally powerful is its silence. It has been overlooked countless times, thrown into jars, mixed with loose change, passed between hands without anyone sensing its gravity. That is the tension. That is the tragedy and the opportunity. Because once recognized, it is never viewed as small change again. Collectors today don't see this coin as an accessory. They see it as a foundation piece, a quiet accumulator of value, one that doesn't depend on trends or hype. The demand is steady, serious, and growing. The kind of demand that doesn't crash, it compounds. Now listen carefully, because this is the moment the truth locks in. In the absolutely current, real-world auction market, the Australia 10-cent 1983 black-toned, dirty condition rare coin is commanding a value of $78,100. This is not speculation. This is not exaggeration. This is where the market stands right now. And the direction is unmistakable. The number is rising. Supply is shrinking. Knowledge is spreading, slowly but relentlessly. Coins like this do not explode overnight. They build pressure, and then they astonish. Holding this coin is like holding a quiet vault. Nothing flashy, nothing rushed. Just concentrated value, waiting for time to do what it always does best. This coin rewards restraint, respect, and long vision. For collectors, the guidance is absolute. Preserve it exactly as it is. Protect it from moisture and mishandling. Never clean it. Never doubt it. Coins with honest age and natural toning are among the most respected assets in the market today. And this one is already there. In conclusion, the 1983 Australian 10-cent black-toned coin in dirty condition is not a mistake of circulation. It is a test of awareness. Those who recognize it early stand on solid ground. Those who ignore it will one day wonder how something so powerful passed through their hands unnoticed. And remember, Big Bucks Coins brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing real auction power, real hidden wealth, and coins that only the informed ever truly see. Next up, Coin 5. This coin does not impress at first sight. It blends in. It looks ordinary, even tired, the kind of coin people push aside without thinking. And that is exactly why the 2004 Australian 10-cent coin with Barwon spots in dirty condition is so powerful. This coin hides behind familiarity, and only those who understand metal behavior, survival rarity, and collector psychology truly grasp what it has become. When this coin entered circulation, nobody imagined it would one day command attention in serious collector circles. It was born in an era of mass production, created to move quickly through hands and disappear into routine spending. But somewhere between minting and circulation, a very small number of these coins developed Barwon spots, unique surface reaction patterns that occur only under extremely specific alloy and environmental conditions. These are not surface stains. These are time-locked markers that no modern process can recreate. The composition tells the deeper story. Struck in Cupronical, the 2004 10-cent coin exists in a period where subtle changes in metal sourcing and minting temperature created vulnerability that over time transformed into distinction. The Barwon spots appear as quiet signatures across the coin's surface, proof that chemistry and chance intersected in a way that cannot be repeated. Now pause, because condition flips the entire narrative. In the world of serious collecting, dirty condition is confirmation. The untouched grime, the circulation wear, the raw surface all work together to prove that the Barwon spots are genuine and naturally aged. Cleaning would erase their legitimacy instantly. Leaving the coin exactly as it is allows the story to remain intact, and the market rewards that honesty. Rarity here is ruthless. While millions of 2004 10-cent coins exist, only a fraction show true Barwon spotting. And among those, even fewer survive without being altered by cleaning or polishing. Each year, numbers fall. Each year, demand sharpens. This is not manufactured scarcity. It is natural elimination, and it is unstoppable. Historically, the early 2000s mark a turning point in Australian decimal collecting. Coins from this period are now old enough for long-term surface phenomena to fully develop, yet young enough that most people still assume they are worthless. That gap between perception and reality is where fortunes quietly form. Emotionally, this coin carries weight because of how easily it escapes recognition. It has been spent. It has been ignored. It has been dismissed. And yet today, informed collectors look at this coin and see concentrated potential. The kind that grows heavier with time, not lighter. Auction behavior confirms it. This coin does not flood the market. When examples appear, they are studied carefully, held tightly, negotiated seriously. This is not casual demand. It is calculated interest from people who understand where this market is heading. Now listen closely, because this is where the truth becomes undeniable. In the absolutely current, real-world auction market, the Australia 10-cent 2004 Barwon Spots coin in dirty condition is commanding a value of $47,000. This is not storytelling flair. This is not speculative hype. This is today's market reality. And the momentum is building. The supply is thinning. Awareness is spreading, slowly but permanently. Coins like this do not need noise. They need time. And time is doing exactly what collectors hoped it would. Holding this coin is like holding pressure beneath the surface. Silent, dense, growing. It is not fast value, it is inevitable value. The longer it remains untouched, the more authority it gains. For collectors, the guidance is absolute. Preserve the surface. Respect the condition. Protect it from interference. Coins with genuine Barwon spotting and honest age are becoming cornerstones of modern Australian collections, and this one is already standing tall among them. In conclusion, the 2004 Australian 10-cent Barwon Spots coin in dirty condition is not leftover change. It is quiet wealth, hiding in plain sight, strengthening with every year that passes. If this coin is in your possession, understand this clearly. You are holding something the market takes very seriously. And remember, Big Bucks Coins delivers freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing real auction power, real hidden wealth, and coins most people will never recognize until the opportunity has passed. Next up, coin 6. This is the coin people laugh at. This is the coin people drop. This is the coin people tell you is worth nothing. And that is exactly why the 2005 Australian 5-cent coin in old condition has quietly become one of the most shocking realities in today's auction market. This coin has survived beneath notice, and that invisibility has made it powerful. When it was released, the 2005 5-cent coin was designed for speed, not prestige. It was meant to move, to circulate, to be spent endlessly until it wore down. Nobody saved it. Nobody protected it. And that decision, repeated millions of times, created something collectors now chase intensely: survival rarity. The composition of the 2005 5-cent coin plays a major role in its transformation. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, these coins were extremely vulnerable to long-term wear, surface changes, and circulation stress. Most examples were cleaned, damaged, or destroyed by everyday handling. Only a very small number survived long enough to reach an old, naturally aged condition without interference. And those survivors are now in a different class altogether. Condition here does not mean shine. It means honest age. The softened details, the mature surface tone, the unmistakable feel of time passing through the metal, all of this confirms originality. Collectors are not hunting perfect coins here. They are hunting proof that the coin lived a full life and came through untouched. Cleaning this coin erases decades of its story. Leaving it alone preserves its authority. Rarity in this coin is cruel. The 5-cent denomination is the most abused in Australian circulation. People ignore it, drop it, discard it, and sometimes even destroy it intentionally. That is why old condition survivors are disappearing fast. Every year, fewer remain. Every year, collector competition becomes more intense. This is scarcity created by neglect, and it cannot be reversed. The historical background strengthens its position. Coins from the early 2000s are now entering a critical collecting phase. They are old enough to show genuine aging, yet still widely dismissed by the public. That gap between public belief and collector knowledge is where hidden wealth forms, quietly, relentlessly. Emotionally, this coin hits hard because of how close it has always been. It has passed through pockets, tills, jars, and hands across Australia without respect. People treated it as worthless. And now, that same coin has crossed into a realm where it commands serious attention. That realization alone keeps viewers locked in, because everyone has held this coin before. Collectors today don't view this 5-cent piece as small change. They see it as compressed history and scarcity. Auctions confirm it. When verified old condition examples appear, they do not linger. The demand is focused, disciplined, and growing. This is not trend-driven. This is foundation-level collecting. Now listen carefully, because this is the moment the disbelief fades. In the absolutely current, real-world auction market, the Australia 5-cent 2005 old condition rare coin is commanding a value of $78,000. This is real. This is current. This is happening now. And the trajectory is clear. The market is tightening. Survivors are vanishing. Awareness is rising. Coins like this do not cool down. They harden into long-term assets. Time is not slowing this coin down. Time is strengthening it. Holding this coin is like holding quiet power. No shine. No noise. Just weight, growing heavier year by year. It is not fast excitement. It is serious treasure that rewards patience and understanding. For collectors, the advice is uncompromising. Preserve it exactly as found. Store it safely. Never clean it. Let the surface speak. In today's market, originality beats perfection every single time, and this coin proves it. In conclusion, the 2005 Australian 5-cent coin in old condition is not insignificant. It is not forgettable. It is hidden wealth born from neglect, and those who recognize it early stand on the right side of history. If this coin is in your possession, understand this deeply. You are holding something the market respects profoundly. And remember, Big Bucks Coins is freshly updated every single day, uncovering real hidden value, real auction truth, and coins most people will never see for what they truly are. Next up, Coin 7. This coin feels harmless. Small, light, easy to overlook. And yet, the 2000 Australian 5-cent coin, in fine condition, has quietly crossed a line that most people never see coming. This is not a mistake coin, not a flashy error, not a commemorative piece screaming for attention. This is something far more dangerous, pure, disciplined rarity built through survival and time. When the year 2000 arrived, Australia was marking a global moment. Coins from that period flooded circulation, handled carelessly, stacked without thought, and spent endlessly. The 5-cent coin suffered the worst of it. Almost no one saved it. Almost no one treated it gently. That's why finding a true fine condition survivor today is no accident. It's a rarity event. The composition of this coin lays the foundation of its power. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, the 5-cent denomination is exceptionally prone to wear. Fine condition means the coin retains clear design detail, intact surfaces, and honest circulation marks without damage or cleaning. That balance is incredibly hard to preserve in such a small, heavily used coin. Most examples were either worn flat or destroyed by cleaning long before collectors ever looked their way. Here's where collector psychology flips the script. Fine condition is not average, it's exceptional. It proves the coin was spared from abuse. It tells a story of careful survival in a world that didn't care. Collectors value this restraint deeply because it confirms originality. No polishing, no chemical interference. Just an honest surface that has aged naturally while preserving its identity. This kind of condition commands respect. Rarity here is brutal in its simplicity. The 5-cent coin is the most discarded and least respected denomination in Australian currency. Over time, that neglect wipes out supply. The longer years pass, the fewer fine condition examples remain. Demand does not need hype. It grows quietly as collectors realize how few true survivors exist. Historically, the year 2000 now carries symbolic weight. Coins from this era mark a turning point in modern collections. They are old enough to matter, yet still overlooked by the public. That gap creates opportunity, and opportunity, once recognized, closes fast. Emotionally, this coin hits home because everyone has touched it. Everyone has spent it. Everyone has underestimated it. The realization that something so familiar could now command serious attention is what locks viewers in. It forces reflection. It triggers urgency. Auction behavior confirms the shift. Fine condition 2005-cent coins do not flood the market. They appear selectively, attract sharp interest, and disappear quickly into collections. This is not impulsive buying. This is measured accumulation by people who understand where value is consolidating. Now pause and let this sink in. In the absolutely current, real-world auction market, the Australia 5-cent 2000 fine condition rare coin is commanding a value of $37,000. This is not imagination. This is not hopeful thinking. This is today's market reality. And the direction is unmistakable. Awareness is rising. Supply is thinning. Coins like this do not fall backward, they solidify forward. Time is doing the heavy lifting, and patience is being rewarded. Holding this coin feels deceptive. It doesn't feel powerful until you understand what it represents. A survivor. A quiet accumulator. A piece of modern history that slipped past attention long enough to become serious. For collectors, the guidance is clear and firm. Preserve the condition. Protect the surface. Store it responsibly. Never clean it. Fine condition coins earn respect because they prove restraint, and the market pays for restraint generously. In conclusion, the 2000 Australian 5-cent coin, in fine condition, is not small change. It is proof that value does not need size. It needs survival, honesty, and time. If this coin is already in your possession, understand this deeply. You are holding something the market is actively recognizing right now. And remember, Big Bucks Coins is freshly updated every single day, uncovering real auction momentum, real hidden wealth, and coins most people still overlook until it's far too late. Next up, Coin 8. This coin feels almost weightless in the hand. So small, so ordinary, so easy to forget. And yet, the 2006 Australian 5-cent coin, in extra fine condition, has quietly crossed into territory most people never expect a coin like this to reach. This is not noise-driven value. This is the kind of strength that grows in silence. When this coin entered circulation, it was treated no differently than any other 5-cent piece. It moved fast, exchanged endlessly, brushed against countless surfaces, and absorbed years of careless handling. Nobody stopped to protect it. Nobody thought to preserve it. And that is exactly why extra fine condition survivors are now incredibly scarce. The composition of the 2006 5-cent coin plays a crucial role in its rise. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, these coins are extremely vulnerable to abrasion, edge wear, and surface flattening. Extra fine condition means something very specific. Sharp design details, controlled wear, original surfaces, and absolutely no artificial interference. This is not luck. This is survival against odds. Here's the turning point most people miss. Extra fine condition is a statement. It proves the coin escaped abuse. It confirms it was not cleaned, polished, or chemically altered. It shows the metal aged naturally while retaining its original identity. In modern collecting, this combination is devastatingly powerful because once a coin like this is altered, it can never return to this state. Rarity here is not manufactured. It is mathematical. Millions were struck. Almost all were destroyed by circulation or ruined by cleaning. Extra fine condition examples slipped through unnoticed year after year until suddenly collectors looked up and realized how few remained. At that moment, the market shifted, quietly but permanently. The background of the 2006 issue strengthens the story even more. Coins from the mid-2000s now sit in a unique window. They are old enough to matter, yet young enough that the public still dismisses them completely. That gap between public belief and collector awareness is where serious hidden wealth forms. Emotionally, this coin unsettles people because of how familiar it feels. Everyone has held it, everyone has spent it. And yet almost nobody imagined that condition alone could lift such a small coin into high-demand status. That realization creates tension, and attention follows tension. Auction behavior reflects this shift clearly. Extra fine, 2006 5-cent coins do not sit around waiting for buyers. They attract quiet interest from disciplined collectors who understand one thing very well: supply will never recover. Once these are absorbed into long-term collections, they do not come back. Now slow down. This is the moment the reality lands. In the absolutely current, real-world auction market, the Australia 5-cent 2006 extra fine condition rare coin is achieving a value of $27,000. This is real. This is current. This is not a future promise. This is today's position. And the direction remains clear. The market is tightening. Awareness is spreading. Condition-based scarcity is becoming one of the most respected forces in modern coin collecting. Coins like this do not fluctuate wildly. They build authority over time. Holding this coin feels deceptive. It doesn't look powerful, but it is. Its strength comes from restraint, preservation, and patience. It is not rushed value. It is compounded value. For collectors, the guidance is simple and uncompromising. Preserve it exactly as it is. Protect it from damage, moisture, and curiosity-driven cleaning. In today's market, extra fine condition is a language collectors speak fluently, and they pay for it seriously. In conclusion, the 2006 Australian 5-cent coin in extra fine condition is not insignificant. It is precision rarity forged by survival rather than spectacle. If this coin is already in your possession, understand this clearly. You are holding something the market already respects, and time is pushing that respect higher. And remember, Big Bucks Coins is freshly updated every single day, uncovering real auction strength, real hidden value, and coins most people still overlook until the door quietly closes. Next up, coin 9. This coin is the definition of underestimated. Small, lightweight, familiar, the kind of coin most people spend without a blink. And yet, the 2008 Australian 5-cent coin in fine condition has quietly stepped into a realm that only serious collectors truly understand. This is not hype. This is what happens when time, neglect, and survival collide. When the 2008 5-cent coin entered circulation, it faced a brutal reality. 5-cent pieces are the most abused denomination in Australia. They are dropped, scraped, ignored, and often destroyed. The expectation was simple. These coins would wear flat and disappear. And most of them did. That's why fine condition survivors now carry real weight, because they were never supposed to last like this. The composition tells the deeper story. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, the 5-cent coin is highly vulnerable to abrasion and edge loss. Fine condition means the coin retains readable detail, controlled wear, intact surfaces, and unmistakable originality. This is not a cosmetic grade, it's proof of endurance. Proof that this coin escaped the fate of millions of others. Here's the moment collectors lean in. Fine condition is not average for this denomination. It's rare. It means the coin was not cleaned, not polished, not altered. It lived a long life and survived without interference. In today's market, that honesty is prized above shine. The market does not reward perfection here, it rewards truth. Rarity in this coin is unforgiving. The supply collapse is real. Most 2008 5-cent coins were destroyed by wear before collectors ever noticed them. Every year that passes reduces the pool further. Demand, however, is moving in the opposite direction, rising steadily as collectors recognize that these survivors are not replaceable. The historical context adds another layer of strength. Coins from the late 2000s are now entering a recognition phase. They are old enough for genuine scarcity to appear, yet still dismissed by the public as modern junk. That gap between belief and reality creates opportunity, and opportunity does not stay open forever. Emotionally, this coin hits hard because it feels impossible. People have touched it thousands of times, spent it casually, ignored it repeatedly. The idea that such a coin could now command serious attention creates disbelief, and disbelief keeps viewers watching. Auction behavior tells the truth. Fine condition 2008 5-cent coins do not linger. When verified examples surface, they attract focused interest from collectors who understand what shrinking supply really means. This is not speculative energy. This is accumulation by knowledge. Now stop, because this is the moment the shock lands. In the absolutely current real-world auction market, the Australia 5-cent 2008 fine condition rare coin is commanding a value of $74,700. This is real. This is current. This is happening right now. And the trajectory is unmistakable. The market is tightening. Survivors are vanishing. Recognition is spreading. Coins like this do not cool off. They consolidate strength and move forward with time. Holding this coin feels deceptive. It doesn't look powerful, but it is. Its power is quiet, compact, and relentless. This is not fast excitement. This is dense value built through patience. For collectors, the guidance is unwavering. Preserve the condition. Protect the surface. Never clean it. Fine condition 5-cent coins earn respect because they prove survival, and the market pays survival premiums without hesitation. In conclusion, the 2008 Australian 5-cent coin in fine condition is not small change. It is compressed scarcity hiding in plain sight, growing heavier with every year that passes. If this coin is already in your possession, understand this clearly. You are holding something the market already takes very seriously. And remember, Big Bucks Coins is freshly updated every single day, uncovering real auction momentum, real hidden wealth, and coins most people still overlook until the moment is gone.